There were many ways I could have titled this video, though this one seems to make the most sense. The transformation of Ultra Instinct to me is more than just the drama and theatrics. It's more than the climactic twist in the Dragon Ball Super anime. Actually, it goes far deeper than you might initially think. Here's why, from a philosophical perspective, Goku's Ultra Instinct form is the greatest power-up in Dragon Ball. One of the greatest spiritual writers of our time, in my opinion, is Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart is responsible for the creation of amazing and deeply profound works such as A New Earth and the critically acclaimed The Power of Now, out of which I've read The Power of Now and almost finished New Earth. From the teachings in his work, there is one clear recurrent theme of presence. Essentially, if one can stay present, one can truly experience life in the richest way possible. An individual cannot be consumed by overthinking and their ego, subjects which are often the source for a lot of people's misery and turmoil. I know it affects me. Reaching out to the root cause of suffering, such as wars, poverty, and overall negativity, which has been around for quite a long time. Tolle's works describe that not thinking about thinking only leads to more thinking. It's a deadly paradox, or a catch-22. He states that only by feeding and being aware of ourselves can we illuminate the darkness of toxic and addictive thinking, which plagues many, keeping us in our past and future and away from the crucial, critical present moment. If we can achieve this, we will experience a loss of psychological time and enter a state of pure presence and acceptance. A state like this would promote us to be more fluid, surrender to the situation, and as the great Bruce Lee said,
"This is what it is, okay? I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend."
The benefits of this state are endless and far-reaching, even to strengthening the immune system. The more conscientiousness you bring into your body, the stronger the immune system becomes. It's as if every cell awakens and rejoices. This is a quote from The Power of Now. The references to this idea of flow and awakening are present in other anime, like Cowboy Bebop.
How did you do that?
You're tense, I'm calm. You apply excessive force, I control that force through fluid motion. That means relaxing the whole body so it can react instantly without resistance, without thought. Do you see now? It means becoming like clear water.
Water?
Right. Water can take any form. It drifts without effort one moment, then pounds down in a torrent the very next.
Which is clearly a reference in of itself to Bruce Lee and the water quote. Alan Watts was a British philosopher whose most notable feat was popularizing the ideals of Zen Buddhism in the West. If you're interested, there are hours of his lectures on YouTube. After consuming a large chunk of his content, his overall message was quite clear. Life isn't to be taken seriously, and that your worst enemy is your mind. The response to the madness of thinking is to be present. One could say that being fully present is the state of peak human consciousness. Reason being that it is readily available and doesn't require constant improvement, as once it's achieved, it's there forever if you can maintain it. The present moment is the present moment, and being present just is. In Zen Buddhism, this state would be referred to as Enlightenment. Full acceptance of what is and no resistance to the now. Meditation is the practice of remaining in a state of presence and feeling bodily sensation, training the mind to not drift and get distracted by thoughts. Everything I've mentioned points to the same conclusion. The ultimate state of being is being, and being in the moment. Throughout the Dragon Ball series, Goku grows from an innocent, naive child to one of the most powerful beings in the universe. During this time, his form undergoes many transformations, from Super Saiyan 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, if you count it, to God to Super Saiyan God, all of which being exponentially more powerful than the last. The latest one Goku has achieved is known as Ultra Instinct, Megati no Gokui, and it's philosophically the best. In the state of Ultra Instinct, Goku becomes completely aware, According to the Dragon Ball Universe fandom, Ultra Instinct is an ultimate technique that separates the consciousness from the body, allowing it to move and fight independent of a martial artist's thoughts and emotion. It is an extraordinarily difficult technique to master, even for the Hakaishin. Thanks to this form, Goku can remain completely in the moment and react to attacks without any delay due to thinking. Goku's body reacts faster than his mind can, leading to the instantaneous dodging we see him make. In this state, Goku is fully in flow and captured by the current moment. His movements flow like a perfectly choreographed dance piece as he moves around for his opponent. It is as if Goku has achieved what the Buddha has set for an example for all people to be: enlightened. Many parallels can be drawn between Ultra Instinct and spiritual enlightenment. Enlightenment allows one to grasp that the self is unreal and that your true nature is inconceivable and not formed at all. This provides a platform upon which to truly transform. Put it simply, have you ever experienced a time where you were fully immersed in what you were doing, so engulfed in the activity that you felt a oneness to it, a connection, to the extent where no thoughts would come in your mind and nothing would distract you? Not on autopilot, but fully conscious. This state is known by many names: Satori, flow, and on the deepest personal level, enlightenment. With a fair amount of hyperbole, being in this peak consciousness state is like being in Ultra Instinct, the peak human state. For a power-up to be the best, it needs to be the last. The power of Ultra Instinct is like the Dragon Ball version of the power of now. This state is the most powerful as it is the peak state of consciousness and flow. Ultra Instinct can be a reference to the enlightened state, the legendary state that the Buddhas tried to achieve. Pure presence, connection to the manifested and unmanifested, absolute unity and oneness to all things. That's why Ultra Instinct is philosophically the best power-up in Dragon Ball.
Adrenaline pumping through my veins, now I'm feeling the thrill. Call me Itachi, you won't see me. Tsukuyomi.